Researchers from the Columbia University Irving Medical Center have found a way to artificially grow human hair. The idea is that one day, hair transplants will stop plucking follicles from the backs of patients' heads and instead plug in these artificially grown hair follicles that were harvested from a hair farm. Until now, researchers have been unable to grow human hair in a lab using cells taken from the base of existing follicles. While rat and mice hairs have worked, human hairs are resistant. The researchers turned to 3D printing to create a mold that they use to create a well that mimics human hair follicles. The mold is made up of long, thin extensions that are half of a millimeter wide. Until recently, fabricating such a mold would have been impossible. The mold is used to make 3D skin constructs. Essentially, human skin grows around the mold to create wells. The researchers placed hair follicle cells in the wells and then covered them with cells that produce keratin. The cells are given a cocktail that encourages hair growth, and in only 3 weeks, human hair follicles appeared and started creating hair. The method still needs to be optimized before it can be commercialized and used to create new hair follicles for patients around the world. During the average hair restoration surgery, 2,000 hair follicles are taken from the back of the head to the front or top or other trouble area. It's typically used by male patients whose hair loss is stabilized or who have enough hair to use. I mean, either way, you're just kind of like rearranging deck chairs. I mean, with this, you're adding follicles. This new technique could open up possibilities to women experiencing hair thinning or hair loss, as well as burn victims and even some applications in the pharmaceutical industry. And if you need a test subject, that's me. There we go. Researchers at the University of California, Davis have developed a robot arm that can taste. Wait, an arm? I mean, please be a creepy robot tongue that protrudes from the robot's palms. It's not. No, it's not a tongue that comes out of the palm. It's multiple tongues implanted in the fingertips. That's just cool. The researchers created a robotic gripping arm that uses engineered bacteria placed in pockets in the fingers to taste for specific chemicals. The proof of concept soft robot is the next step towards biological mechanical hybrid machines, or more human robots. I mean, I kid, but no, really. The new device has a complicated simplicity. The robot gripper uses a biosensing module that includes little flexible pockets that hold an E. coli bacteria engineered to respond to the chemical IPTG. When it detects the chemical, it lights up and the electrical signal is sent to the gripper's control unit. In tests, the gripper checked bathwater for IPTG. Basically, it looks like it's dipping its toe, or like entire robotic hand, into a tiny pool. The test took about 10 hours, but the idea is that the hand can sense if the chemical is in the water. If it doesn't detect the chemical, it essentially deems it safe, grabs an object, in this case a ball, and dips it into the pool. Just think of the future, where it can test the bathwater and dip your kid right in the pool. Right now, the work is preliminary. The biohybrid bot can only taste one thing, and it can't detect changing concentrations. It's also difficult to keep the microbes, or tiny tongues, stable. According to the researchers, biohybrid systems could one day include bacteria engineered for different functions, like detecting chemicals, making polymers for repairs, or even generating energy. So, one day these tiny tongues won't just taste, but they'll feed. This week, Lightyear revealed the Lightyear 1, the world's first long-range solar car. And of the solar car concepts that I've seen over the years, I have to say that I'd actually drive this one. The question is, would it get me anywhere? The Lightyear 1 is powered by 5 square meters of integrated solar cells on the roof and hood. And the cells are strong enough to withstand the weight of a grown adult walking on them. That is a weird spec. According to the company, the car has a range of nearly 500 miles, if you're driving during daylight. The car charges like an electric vehicle, and the solar roof and hood add an additional 7.5 miles per hour. In the snow, with the heat on, you get about 250 miles, which is still not bad. The car is run by 4 in-wheel motors and can go from 0 to 60 in about 10 seconds. And it's going to cost you a pretty penny. The car starts at about $135,000. The company was founded in 2016 and, according to Design Boom, has already sold more than 100 vehicles. The Lightyear 1 is set to go into production in mid-2021, so Get your reservation in now. I'm David Manti. This is Engineering by Design.